Yo, what's happening, people? United Central here, back again with another video. I'm with my boy Nuruddin. How's it going, bro?
Yes, bro.
How's your week been?
I'm good. Week's been good, man.
Football aside, how's your week been?
Week's been good. But I just want to say, first of all, rest in peace to Eric Harrison, one of the United legendary coaches. Without him, there would be no class of '92. Without him, a lot of the good players like West Brom that came through in the '90s. So we've got to give big props to Eric Harrison for all that he's done for Man United, and in this difficult time, I wish just go out to his family and friends.
Embodied the image of United. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pulling the youth in. Likes of Gary Neville.
It wasn't just Ferguson that did the whole structure, man.
Yeah, man, Eric Harrison, man, yeah.
It's a legendary. Around Manchester, and people who know about football in Manchester.
The Cliff and all that.
Eric Harrison is a legend, man.
Real talk, man. But anyway, how's your week been anyway?
Week has been at work, man, you know. It's bloody weird.
Couldn't go to the game, I'm sorry, man.
I couldn't go to the game, I had to go to work. It's one of them. I even got prepared, but I'm not willing to pay 250 quid for a ticket, man.
Real talk.
I'm working class, mate. Let's keep it strictly. I'm working class, mate. That's more than half of my rent.
But those people outside, man, selling it 200 quid, you know. It's a joke, man.
I'm not willing.
Where the fans, you know what I mean? There's a lack of atmosphere. PSG brought 4,000 fans here. More atmosphere in the whole stadium.
And
outsang him because what happens to the ticket? It gives it the foreign fan. You know what I mean? Yes, everyone's entitled to come to a game, but if they're not bringing atmosphere to the fan, then to the game, then you know what I mean. But anyways, man, talking about the game, man, Man United, absolutely for me, embarrassed, bro. Lesson learned in world football. For me, that was just like another level that I think it's going to take 4 or 5 years, bro. Yeah. And this, people, the fans, deluded fans out there saying Shaw's good enough, Matic is good enough, Herrera's good enough. Fix up, guys.
No, Herrera's good enough.
No, let me just begin with this, right? For me, the first 10 minutes, United were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The next 80 minutes, it's as if the tank just went. They were slow. You know what I mean? The first half, you can say we were in it, but there was huffing and puffing. But for me, that level that up there was scary. I was coming on thinking gutted, but then I was just thinking in reality, I was watching highlights. And the way, as when we were pressing, they put the ball over, Verratti in the midfield on his own, dominated the midfield.
Yeah.
If you want to
do that, listen, you can do that when you've got players who are really comfortable on the ball. But moreover, for me, the thing that in the first half, we were in it in the first half, soon as the threat of pace went off, you bring in on Sanchez and then you bring in on Mata.
Exactly.
Then they go 30, 40 yards up the pitch and then press us, and that looks even more impressive. But for me, this game did not look like what happened against Juventus at Old Trafford. That was a different level of class.
Yeah.
This here was them. That's probably their perfect away performance, and actually it suited having Cavani and Neymar injured because he played with a tactic and the team carried it out. Listen, in the second half they did that. I mean, I wasn't at the game. I watched the highlight. I watched about an hour of the highlights, right, of the game. And what I seen was when soon as Lingard and Martial went off, the game changed. The game changed.
Pressing went out the window.
The game changed because then they went 25, 30 yards up on United's half and then switched the game in a sense where they kept the possession. They're very good. All these guys are very technical footballers. But to me, it showed how much respect they were paying United when they're playing Dani Alves as a winger. I mean, come on, that's ridiculous. And then marking Pogba. That to me shows how much respect and how much fear teams are going to have now against United. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about what is to come off the bench. That is what I'm worried about.
Yeah, but are you not worried in the above class? Man United, PSG. If you look at it in the last 10 years, there's no history. Yeah. They've only just.
But they've been building.
Yes, they're building well.
They've had an investment of over $1 billion.
Where Man United football?
But we're owned by Muppets. We still haven't got a footballing structure. We still haven't got a transfer committee. We still haven't got a proper scouting network in Europe. We don't have these things, and I keep saying to you, I know I keep boring you all to death. Unless you have footballing structure, director of football, scouting structure, you have a transfer committee. You're not going to, and you don't have a look at the players that we've got. Get rid of them. The reason why listen, players like Jones and Ashley Young and they're getting transfers because the Glazers don't want to have to pay. They don't want to buy somebody transfer and then the wages as well.
So why do we not get rid of them then?
Listen, The only way you're gonna get rid of them is the real fans at Old Trafford. Stop buying merchandise and stop going to some of the games. That's the only time you're gonna
it's
get
not
rid
the
of them.
Glazers who say he's not good enough, he's not good enough.
No.
The people below them should
Stop,
be,
listen.
the manager should be seeing it.
Listen to me. Everything comes to top. Listen, come on now. Are you put? I can say.
I know, I'm all out Glazers. I'm all out Glazers.
No, listen.
But the manager should be seeing
Listen,
it.
you can't put this on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, I'm not putting it all over Solskjaer. I'm saying the previous managers. How did they not see
listen,
this?
Previous managers, they're just yes men, aren't they? Or on the side of Mourinho, that's one thing Mourinho did say, we need players. And to be fair, on this point he was right. We needed better quality. But we just disagreed with him on the level of quality. He wanted 30-year-olds, 29-year-olds who, no, that's not the Man United structure. We buy players young. We've always bought young players since the Busby days. We've always invested in young players. That's the history of Manchester United. Not buying 30-year-olds or 40 or 29-year-olds. It's not the way, because they don't have any resale value, and they don't. They're on a downward. Like Sanchez now, he's lost 2-3 yards of pace. I kept saying it. He's lost 2-3 of pace.
He's lost the hunger.
And you know what? I've got to say, Matt is a beautiful human being, and I met him a couple of times.
But
He's a really nice guy, but we don't play him in the right position. And the reason none of these managers are not playing him in the right position, keep playing him in the right, and he looks lost. So what United need to do, I said to you, I said it in the previous video. You either bring about the young players, you give young players a chance, or you can do both, and you invest, you go and get a network, a proper network in Europe where you can uncover diamonds.
How long is this going to take? How long is this going to take?
To me, it's going to go.
The gap's going to go far and far.
I always said, Man United to get back to the top. We're going to need to build a thing. Fergie used to take him, and Fergie's been there for a long time, so Fergie had
was a one-off though, man.
Listen, he had the structure already. Yeah. So it's taken him about 3 to 4 years to build a really good team. That's how long it's taken. But for me, that's what I'm saying to you. We need to get the footballing structure quickly, then the improvement can be seen, then there can be a vision. But the longer it goes on, where we don't have the footballing structure, the longer it takes for us to get back to the top of success. Now, like I said, some of you younger people might be impatient. I've seen United win everything, man. I'm not that angry. The biggest thing I want to see is this. I want to see a vision. I want to see a footballing structure. And I genuinely believe Man United can get back to the top.
So why are we stalling on the director now? It can be done overnight.
I mean, today, did you hear the news? Like
Roma,
today,
the Roma guy.
No. Today, it was on the news. Woodward had to talk to the shareholders, innit? It's quarterly. And he had to talk to the shareholders. He basically said, we're doing a lot of investment around the youth. We're still working on to fixing the footballing structure. We've made all these crazy changes. I'm not going to speculate on the manager. That's what he said. I mean, it just shows you. Even the communication.
The people, shareholders.
Yeah, so it shows you. It just shows you. To me, is what those. I understand your arguments. Those who say they're not waiting, they want to compete with Liverpool and City right now. I want you to say, how are you going to do it? My solution is stop buying merchandise. Some of you might have to stop going to the games.
Short-term solution. You got 75,000. You can replace that 75,000.
Listen,
just
there's always a solution though. But once it's any protest, you have to have something that sparks it.
Yeah.
You always have to have something and then other people can be persuaded. But if you stop buying in the merchandise, that's what's going to happen. If United don't make the Champions League, Adidas money goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. All these other massive commercial deals will go because they're not in the Champions League. So for me,
but are you there to suffer for that? Become long-term solution?
I will, because you know what? I hated them from day one. I was getting chased by a policeman the day they came when they came to Old. I was around there, mate. Wow. I'm one of those that was around there, right? When people were setting bins on fire and everything else. So I never wanted these Muppets. Everybody knows that, right? And that's why I keep the same energy. I want them out. I wear this scarf constantly to remind people. These guys are imposters. They don't give a hoot about Man United. They're not asked about Man United. They just treat us like we're just one of their, what they call them, trailer parks. They got these trailer parks in America where they rent it to the poorest people in southern states in America, right? And they rip off people. Anybody who's got a pet, they charge them extra $5-6 a week. Tell them to have that pet. That's how mercenary these guys are. They don't care about Man United. So let's not get it twisted.
So in terms of the football, obviously,
what
went wrong?
For me, that was a lesson and a half, and lesson that needs to be taught. You know the funny thing, on the Fergie, we used to teach people these lessons. We used to have these perfect away performances.
To Milan at home, remember?
Listen, at tough places. We've got to take it. But to me, what I'm worried about now is that without having genuine pace in our team, we look really bad without having genuine pace in our team.
Real talk,
And to me, does that mean Tahith John comes in now? Because we know that Mata and Sanchez are not doing it. Yeah. Does Tahith come in now? Because if Martial and Lingard are injured, we're going to need pace up front. We've already seen it. Ollie's tactics is get the ball quickest, get the midfield, get to the front.
But was that
we
the
haven't
wrong
got the
tactics
pace.
for PSG?
No,
Because you see what they were doing.
No,
they got the
listen.
ball and they locked it over us. Because they knew Matic ripped around the
Listen, it was a very tactical game. We were all gassed. I wasn't. I mean, you know me. Listen, we were all gassed, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, let's keep the perspective, right? We're beating teams that we should really beat, right? But we play better good football. But to me, I'd rather take Ollie the way we lost to PSG.
Yeah, 100%. I said it on the podcast. I said it.
Than the way we lost to
Seville.
Juventus or Seville or these teams. But to me, we lack quality off the bench. Most people before thought, oh yeah, you can bring on Lukaku, you can bring on Sanchez. Nah, it's not the same. There's no pace. Man United always played with pace. Before Jose, we always used to play with pace. We need to get back to that. To me, is it time? I'm making this legitimate question, and some of you might think, oh, he's talking, these players are not ready. Is it time to give Mason Greenwood and Chong a chance? Why not? Why not? If Giggs was getting 10, Chong's almost 19. Sancho is younger than Chong.
And he was doing bits against Tottenham yesterday. But
To me-
what went wrong? I said, we've got Ashley Young at right back. We've got Matic in the midfield.
Listen,
who's
it's
stiff.
not what went wrong. We lost the pace, hence we lost the impetus to be able to balance in the game. They saw our massive threat. Lingard, that's why people have a go at Lingard and go, Lingard is shit. Lingard is a threat.
It was doing
Martial is a threat because they move defenders. Defenders do not like people running on the back of them
No, they
and
don't.
making runs.
Yeah.
Football is not a very. It's not bloody
simple
physics.
game.
It's not.
Simple
It's
game.
not rocket science. It's simple. Soon as we lack pace, both Mata and Sanchez both have no pace. They hog the ball, and we don't have pace. We're gonna get moved back, and then there's gonna be a time. They're a very good team. They're one of the best top 5 teams in Europe.
Top 5 teams without
They're
that.
elite. These players that they've got experience. They've got know-how. They were doing it all.
I thought that's what cost us.
Listen, they were doing it all. They were doing it all. But to me, to concede from a corner, even though it was, I gotta say,
been like all season,
it
though.
was a
Been
beautiful.
like that all season.
Listen, it was a beautiful. You have to say that. That was a beautiful volley. The half volley. Any goal to score from a corner, that was a special goal to score from
And
a
the second
corner.
goal, man.
No,
Come on,
to
Di Maria,
me.
man. Come on, Ashley, you got to show him down the line, man.
Listen,
You got to show him down the line.
I've been going for Ashley Young for a long time.
Bro, why is
Let
he
me
still
tell you.
not-
Listen
Oh
to me.
my
Listen
days.
to me. And then you ask me, in the top 8 clubs, would they have Ashley Young as a right back? The top 10 clubs in
Not even Southampton would
That's
have
what I'm saying. That's a right back. But listen, let me explain this to you. To me, Mbappe should have been off the pitch. That was
No, it's Kimpembe.
Kimpembe.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Kimpembe should have been off the pitch because that
referee, man.
no, it's not the referee. Listen, to me, I accept that Pogba was a red card, but Kimpembe should have been off the
Should have
pitch
been off.
because when he took the defender out, he was on his first yellow card. That referee botched it. He literally shit his pants.
I know he
but
did.
then he gave Pogba. Even though
But then it
Pogba
took 10 seconds
listen
though
to me.
to take it.
Even though Pogba made a foul before and he let that one go.
I know he did. I know, I remember that
So
one.
we have to keep in perspective.
No, but how did it take him though to give him a yellow card
Other
again?
than that red card, we were beaten fair and square. We've got to just think there's a reality to all the hype.
So who's
Man
good
United.
enough and who's not good enough now in this team now? Who's not good enough? To be elite level, who's not good enough?
Sanchez,
Ruthless,
listen to
ruthless.
this. Sanchez, Mata, Ashley Young,
Yeah.
not good enough. And in the long term, Matic ain't gonna look good. But even saying that in the first half, he was one of United's best players. In the first half.
Without creating
Listen
danger
to
though,
me.
let's
But-
be honest.
Yeah, but he played well. You don't have to always create.
Yeah, but-
There are some games, right? What you have to understand that there are some games where it's stalemate, and the first half was a bit of a stalemate.
Yeah.
Right? They took the pace off us because they defended deep, and they had so much respect for Man United. That is something we have to understand.
Yeah.
But when we lost our pace, what we know now is that who comes off the bench have lack any pace. Other teams will do that to us again and again and again. And what will be interesting to see is what happens against Chelsea. What happens against Chelsea? Because when we don't have genuine pace, we can't hit anybody. We cannot hit
So
anybody.
have we got to adjust our style now?
We got to adjust that style. We have to.
What do you want to play Lukaku and lump it up to me and then he
No,
doesn't bring the ball and then it's like...
no. Lukaku has to go right. Lukaku has to go right for me. Martial and Rashford have to stay in the middle because he offers better movement. Lukaku has to go right for me.
What did he offer though in the game though? Absolutely shambolic, man. This guy, man, epitomizes absolutely
Everything that we don't like about.
Well, so what going into Chelsea then? Obviously the preview for Chelsea. What do you want to see now, man? You get me?
I want to see
It's gonna
Tahith
look
John. I want
out
to see
there as well,
Mason.
man.
I want to see Chung on the bench. I want him to be brought on. I want him to have games where he can come on the pitch, because the longer he has game experience where he can be able to play with other Man United players, the better it will be for us in the long term.
Trust me. And obviously, get me. What would you want your prediction for that then? As in, like, wise.
Well, I don't.
Chelsea have a one day in a while, man.
Well, to me, both teams are looking for rejection for reaction. Obviously, they took 6. They got hit for 6 by City. We got hit for 2 and schooled in top European flight football. Of experiencing with a good manager. We got schooled. We have to take that and let's see if we can come and bounce back. It will be a big game. It's a big game. It's on terrestrial television. Millions will watch it throughout the world. Let's see how the players bounce back. Let's see now. This is where Ollie gets tested, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So Ollie gets is how his motivational skills. Can he get the boys up to go away at Stamford Bridge? Well, Chelsea, their best form is at their ground. At the beginning of the season, their away form was the best. Now their home form is better than their away form. So we'll have to see how that happens.
That week gonna prove Ollie way because manager.
Yeah, of course. To me, no, it doesn't prove one game, isn't.
That week now we got PSG, Chelsea, and them 3 games.
To me, it shows where we are as a club and where he is as a coach, where the players are as players, and where we are as fans. It shows all of us where we are. It's not just down to him.
The expected still.
Yeah, of course.
But wrapping this up, man, you know what I mean? What's the end feeling, man? Because for me,
the end feeling was that, to me, I'm glad he came. And
are you glad you saw that?
I'm glad, because then it's a realistic thing. Because some United fans were getting gas thinking that this was all it. And I'm glad that we come against a good team, because even though I think playing without Neymar and Cavani suited them, right, and suited their game plan. Yeah. Because if Neymar and Cavani were playing, they would be more open. They wouldn't have a chance to man-mark ability to man-mark Pogba. They wouldn't have that ability.
Has Pogba got to learn from that, man?
He has to massively learn from that. But to me, it just shows that it's a appreciation of him. He should see
I feel like if Pogba doesn't turn up, United don't turn up. That's how I feel.
Exactly. But it's the thing that you should take this as a what's the word I'm looking for? I should take this as as something that teams are doing that
as a compliment.
Yeah, it's a massive compliment to say teams are going to try and man-mark me now. So that's what you have to take it. We will see. But for me, I always said this was going to be a long-haul game. We need to have a manager. To me, manager does jack all if you don't have football structure behind him.
100%.
If you don't have a support system behind him, that means nothing all. I'm an old man on here, and I'm going to keep banging on about this, right? Let's get a footballing structure in place. Then let's have a vision. Then we can work towards something where everybody can see how the club's going. Until then, out.
Glazers out. Quick prediction, Chelsea. I'm going for a sneaky 2-1.
You know what? I wouldn't even mind the replay, me personally. But I think they've got their tails up. And they've seen now we've got injuries, and they're going to come for us.
They got a reaction to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you.
I feel like Man United are still, you know what I mean, Ollie's at the wheel, you know what I mean, that kind of vibe.
But they've got massive reaction. So it'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You heard it from Nuruddin, man. It's been a pleasure again, man.
Peace, brother.
Yeah, man, you know the message. Glazers out. We need a structure. We need a clear idea. We need to get back where we belong to, but it's going to take time.
Most importantly, we need to clear that dead wood.
Clear the dead wood. For me, I've said it already, the full-back areas for me are the key ones. If you want to get to elite level, full-back areas are key. The midfield for me, Herrera, I love the guy, but you need a player who's got a bit of substance about him, you get me?
No!
And that's what I believe. This is my opinion. You need a player who's going to do both. Because for me, I've seen Herrera running towards their goal and he came back for me. You can't do that for me. You need a player who's going to go forward. You can't have a player all the time who's going to say, you know what, I'm going to pass about, give it to the better players. That is for me, I think you can get upgrades. Dombele.
Massively.
For me, that game was key for Fred, you know. Absolutely key game. European level, you could have been, you know what I mean, he couldn't know what the value, you know what I mean. McInnes in the midfield, he couldn't know what his weaknesses were. For me, it's just a reality check at the end of the day. Yes, we're disappointed.
And to be fair, also, we play better away from home. I've always said that to you.
Oh yeah, 100%. Follow them away. But yeah, guys, disappointed, but look up to the Chelsea game. I'm going for 2-1. I don't know, but you said 2-1?
I think a replay, because I think they're going to come for us.
Okay.
I think it's a game where we could get beat as well. Okay. But I would like to see a reaction, a tactics reaction from Ollie and the players. So let's see what happens.
Anyway,
but I will always never predict United losing.
No.
To me, if we can sneak a 2-1, it could be. But I would want a replay. If you can't win, a replay will do me.
Yeah, but you heard it, guys. United Central. Match preview, and just look at the game, at the PSG game. You heard it first. Like the video, subscribe. Road to 1K, guys. And I'm out, guys. Take care. Bye bye.